Yo, what up, it's Don.
Similarly here.
How you guys doing? We're the Soul Brothers. We just recorded this entire video, and it wasn't recording. Let's do round two. Let's do round two.
Camera.
It was a practice run.
It was a practice run, you know. Everything's scripted.
Yeah, it's all scripted. We have people holding.
Hi guys. Hey John. What's up?
But let's hop right into this review. This is a runner. This is the Zoom Pegasus 35 by Nike. What do you think?
Very comfortable, very cheap, very good shoe. So let's get it started right off with the traction. And I like what Nike did with this because there's a lot of like space in between the rubber, so that also like helps reduce weight. But the rubber covers the full length of the bottom, the outsole.
Yeah, which is not always the case. Sounds like a no-brainer, but like the Epic Reacts, it's just the toe and the heel, just a little thin piece of rubber, and the rest is the foam.
Exactly, and the Zoom Flies do that.
Yeah,
and the Vapor Streets do that, or the Vapor Fly, or whatever you want to call it. But it runs the entire length of the bottom of the shoe, which improves durability also, and the rubber's super thick.
Yeah.
And since it's like spaced apart very well, it also improves like the articulation in the forefoot.
Yeah.
But overall, it does seem durable. I didn't have any problems slipping out or anything, so outsole is very, very good. Moving on to the cushion, which is freaking amazing.
Full length cushion.
Full length cushion. You guys can see the compression. It's insane.
Yeah.
You know, it reminds me of like the Zoom Flies, the Lunarlon Zoom Flies.
You can just squeeze it with your hand.
Exactly. But the one bad thing about it is that there's a lot of compression marks if you don't like that. And like from my first wear, there's a shit ton of compression marks already. The cushion feels amazing. The insole is very thick. It feels very nice. You see that hole in the sole board?
Oh,
that is the Zoom unit.
Right. So this is full length Zoom, right?
Yes, full length Zoom, and it is top loaded.
Right.
It's basically right underneath your foot, besides that strobo board. And running around or walking around, I couldn't really feel it as much. I can mostly feel the cushion, just how soft it was, and the compression of the cushion. But then once I started running, I can feel a little bit of a bounce. Nothing too crazy, because the strobe board is actually super thick. But then also breaking it in, it also got pretty damn nice. So impact protection is amazing. Heel to toe transition is also really, really nice. And the heel, it kind of like tapers up. You know, that helps with that little transition from the heel to toe. Feels really nice. Overall, a really, really nice setup. Nike does use like old school technologies, but you know, you can't go wrong with Zoom and cushion. It feels really nice. So cushion overall, just walking around very comfortable, and also running super duper comfortable. If you want more of a responsive ride though, I don't think it's the best because the cushion does compress a lot, but then it is very soft. So there's that. Moving on to the materials, it's just mesh. I'm not sure if it's an EM or an engineered mesh, but very, very thin. It is double layered. There is there's this neon orange material, and then underneath that is a white material. Feel how thin that is, dude. Yeah, super thin. I mean, this is top of the line mesh, right? I mean, it almost feels like it could be a knit, but I mean, it doesn't feel like a knit, but it feels like if mesh were to be a knit. It's super, super premium, looks premium, feels premium, super ventilated, right? Yes. Which is cool. I don't understand how this is not a knit though. It looks like a textile, right? With the string and shit. Yeah. I don't know. It's all technically knitted. Yeah. It's just, very interesting. But yeah, materials are super nice. You can't go wrong. So there's that. Moving on to fit, I did go down half a size because I like to have a really, really snug fit in these types of shoes, especially with a really thin type of mesh like this. But if you don't like that, you can go true to size. And width-wise, I would say it's on the normal side, not too narrow, not too wide. So there's that, and also there's not a lot of dead space. And I also really, really like how easy it is to put this shoe on. You just slide it on because of this, heel tab right here. Kind of looks like the Ultra Boost heel tab, but it's like a little shoehorn. Yeah. You can just like put your heel there and just fall in. I love it. Yeah. To support in lockdown, not a very supportive upper, it doesn't feel like, but this is a shoe made for just going in a straight line.
Yeah.
For a long distance, I believe, or just running. So you're not gonna need any lateral support at all, really. But if you're planning on, if you want to do like training exercises or whatnot, just because you have one shoe or whatever, it's probably not the best idea.
Right.
And if you're doing like side lateral sprints or whatever, not the best idea.
Although I see people doing shit like that in shoes like this all the time.
Exactly.
But it's really not intended for that.
Yeah, like the freaking materials like roll over and shit.
Yeah.
And I don't think it'll be the best for durability also, because you're gonna put a lot of force right here on this really thin mesh upper. So not the best idea for that. But anyways, not the most supportive shoe, but you know, it gets the job done. Lockdown also was not a problem. Easy to put on, but it stays locked down on your foot, and fit is really pretty damn nice. So support and lockdown were very good. Let's weigh the shoe. How much did you think? Well, we
already weighed it, but
was it like 8 point?
It's 8.25.
8.25.
Yeah.
Yes, 8.25 ounces.
Pretty damn light.
Very, very light. Nike makes light ass shoes, and this is no exception. It feels super light, but then the cushion is so pillowy and marshmallowy that it just feels amazing. So moving on to ventilation, these are cold as hell.
Nike knows how to ventilate a shoe.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that much right now.
Yes.
So
if you're, if it's cold where you live right now, you probably shouldn't wear these unless you're running. But then, isn't it also still cold? Like once I don't.
Yeah, like your like appendages will like stay cold.
Yeah.
Even if you're exercising, because it's so thin. But yeah, so you gotta be careful. But
yeah, so a really, really well ventilated, good summer shoe.
Aesthetics.
I like him.
Yeah, I think they're dope.
I don't really like the pattern or whatever on it. It makes it look like a basic running shoe. But I feel like they, did like a solid color, it would look a lot better.
Yeah, it looks very. It's a very
basic.
Yeah, basic, I guess, but I don't want to say that in a negative way.
Yeah, it just looks basic.
Yeah, it just looks basic. It's very low key.
Yes.
Right? Is more of the word.
Durability, the rubber outsole seems good, but then the cushion, there is a lot of compression marks. So if you don't like that, then that's not good. And also, the materials are very, very thin. So if you're putting a lot of torque on your shoe, then it's probably gonna rip in no time. But if you're just running in a straight line or usually using it for casual use or whatever, it should be fine. But anyways, wrapping things up, $120, which is super, super cheap.
Yeah.
The Epic Reacts are $150, and the Vapor Streets are like $180 or $200 or whatever it was.
Yeah, running shoes can get expensive real quick.
Yeah, I wonder why, but casually it's super comfortable. Running, it's very comfortable also. If you don't like to have a very soft cushion, if you're a serious runner, it's probably not the best option. Runners, they like have like a more responsive, stiff cushion, right?
Yeah, there's different runners that like different things. I mean, there's a lot of people that run barefoot, hence the whole free run, Nike free runs. But a lot of like super long distance runners, ultra marathon runners, they don't really even like any type of cushion. They're like more response, which is interesting.
Yes.
But I think really when you're running at that level, you're running in a different way.
Yeah.
You're not really supposed to be heel striking. You're supposed to be landing on your midfoot, the balls of your feet.
Really?
To absorb most of the impact.
I see.
But I don't know.
But anyways, just casual use, just get it. Super comfortable. Running, I liked it. I'm not a runner or anything, but I like running.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you guys want to compare these, we'll leave a link down in the description box below. But I really enjoyed these shoes for a good price. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next one.
Later.
Peace.